Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Great defending, strong and determined. Looking to play him in.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident, it takes hard work and perseverance.
And how he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate. The perfect blend of power, speed, athleticism, technique. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody, comes close.
Pelé, the gold standard, head and shoulders above the rest. Big chance! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Pelé demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Thuram running with the ball. Pelé. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Mateus.
Vietnam are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mateus. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
And here's the chance to counter. That has been cut short. Beckenbauer. Cristiano Ronaldo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Tries to pass it through. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nesta. Mateus. Plays the return pass. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. That's going to go a long way. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Aim forwards. Ronaldo is onto it in a flash. Szoboszlai. Mateus. Can he get it through? There's no flag. Mateus. Now it's Messi. Messi's cross. A mighty effort! And he's there to belt it away. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Pele given the lift of his goal. Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Vietnam truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Nesta. Van Dijk. Van Dijk. Dembele might just make this. Rodri. Szoboszlai is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Yeah, he's fouled him there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Szoboszlai is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Vietnam really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Mateus. And it's Rodri. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, that's fabulous. Pele. Dembele. Nesta. That's Thuram. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Pele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And this is Ronaldo. Edmilson. Gullit was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well, that's clear cut, it's a free kick.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Lascia il campo per il numero
And it's
21.
Edmilson.
Attenzione, un cambio.
It's a promising position. Nice control. And this is Dembele. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. This looks promising, and the flag has stayed down. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Rodri. Vietnam are looking to break at pace. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now Hoeneß, looking for options for move. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Sostituzione per il Milan.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 22, il numero 9.
Leicester with the clearance. Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Maldini. Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely shaped ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Can he finish? Should have equalised.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Vietnam have their second corner now.
numero 17. Viene sostituito con il numero 14.
That's an excellent interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Hernes. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he's forced to go back. And they've switched it over to the other side. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Has a look and plays it forward. He's shifting through the gears here. Into the last 5 minutes.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Oh, no joy this time. Now, what about a counter-attack? Quality ball. He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Haaland gets flagged offside. Mbappe is there to clear. Long ball upfield. And time is up. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effort. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of... Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Great ball, and he's in here. Chance!
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. There is the live figure of Ed Milson.
Well, I think it's his athleticism that's helped him pioneer that style of playing out from the back, probably before the term even existed, Peter. He'll have a massive part to play in ensuring this team keeps its shape.
In what way?
Well, he'll effectively switch between centre-back and defensive midfielder, constantly sniffing out danger, but it's his ability to turn creator when he wins the ball back, which makes him so key.
Yeah, he's got the lot, hasn't he? No wonder his team, and indeed his national team, have been so successful with him in the side.
Spot on.
Pele. Spread out to the left. Vinicius Junior. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, important interception. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
First quarter of an hour gone. Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played, well played. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, good ball. That's going to go a long way. Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's put paid to a promising move. Mateus. Shot could be on. Szoboszlai! Goal! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's come to nothing. Milan look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Lahm calmly anticipates. Seedorf. And it's made its way to him. And he can clear it away. Now it's Mbappe. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. A probing pass. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Lahm. It's a good run down the right. And this is Pele. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Maldini gets good distance on it. Vinicius Junior. Looking for the run. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Looking to play him in. It is a corner. Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nesta with a definite foul there. And he has shown him a yellow card. And here's Hullet, looking for a runner. That is a brilliant interception.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Pele. Rummenigge has it out wide and in space. Seedorf, and a chance! And he hits the net! They have done it! They have their equaliser! And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And the game has already resumed here. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Thuram. Nesta. And Edmilson. Mateus. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's in on goal!
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Lahm. And it's Edmilson. Gullit.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Great ball if he can get there. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cristiano Ronaldo looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Rodri. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Seedorf. Oh, they could break here. And it's Lahm. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Chooses to go cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Edmilson. Passing is crisp and sharp. Little pass back. Seedorf. Rummenigge. Distributed tidily. And he's cut it out.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
For Lahm. Could try cutting inside here. Seedorf. Maldini clears it away. Well, that's a dangerous ball. Messi. Rodri. And he's forced to go back. And it's Van Dijk. To Thuram. Now, can they get him away? And here's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Edmilson. Out to the left it goes. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Pele! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 22, numero 9, Seedorf. Lasciano il campo per il numero 21, il numero 6, cambio di giocatore.
Bale. Araujo. Thuram wins the duel this time. Now it's Haaland, played back. Mbappe. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Haaland. Beckenbauer. Oh, good spread. Played into the middle. He gets big! And he's quick to get it clear again. Nice physical challenge. Hoeneß with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Bellingham. Haaland! Now this could be a chance. Rummenigge. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Tries a measured ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Thuram gets it clear, but they've got it again. And here's Rafael Leao. Cross goes in there, and the keeper beats it away.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
There will be a throw-in.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 18. Viene sostituito con il numero 11. Bale.
That's very neat. Look at the space here. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time.
Solo nelle apposite aree segnate sulla mappa. Grazie.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Nesta. To Thuram. Edmilson. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Mbappe has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Bale, very much a man of this moment. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Beckenbauer, oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Bale. Looking for options for movement. Good read, needed to be.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Nesta. Haaland is onto it in a flash. Araujo. Spread it left. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Lahm. Beckenbauer. Well, that is one way to stop him. We've reached the midway point in extra time.
Invitiamo tutti i tifosi
Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 16. Lam.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes?
Roberto Carlos. Attenzione,
This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Rodri. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Haaland. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Hoeneß. Tries to pass it through. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Vietnam have reclaimed it. Hoeneß. Hoeneß charging forward, the ball at his feet. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no... Goes for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Nice looking ball. Oh, delightful ball. Bale. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And it's Bale. Roberto Carlos. And it's Thuram. Beckenbauer. Late in the day, this could well be it! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 14.
Milan have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
And that will be the final act. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. Nicely weighted ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Vinicius Junior.
Well, Edmilson's selection has certainly attracted some scrutiny, but the man himself looks, as ever, Jim, utterly unfazed.
Yeah, I like him because he's got a certain elegance about him, Peter. We all know Brazilian players love the idea of getting forward, and he's probably one of the better defensive players on the ball.
So no gung-ho heroics?
No chance.
Pinches it off him.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Messi. Mateus in acres of... He's got it all! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now that looks a decent ball. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Rodri. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rodri. Messi. He's found a way through. In by Messi.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Vinicius Junior. Great defending, strong and determined.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, that's a very shot at goal! And it's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And it goes for a shot! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Not the most accurate pass. Approaching the half-hour mark. Vinicius Junior. And it's Seedorf. Szoboszlai. Now it's Gullit. Van Dijk. And it's Seedorf. Thuram. He won't be happy with that one. Ambitious ball here. Nicely worked. And this is Ronaldo. Szoboszlai. Great chance! Vinicius Junior.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Nesta. Vietnam looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And that is expertly dealt with. Nesta. Thinks one through. That's good vision. There will be a throw-in. Oh, that's delightful. And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldo finds himself offside. Lahm. That's Thuram. Knocks it into space. Vinicius Junior. Dembele.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Dembele. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
He'll fancy himself from here. Looking here to alter the direction of the game. Cruyff! And this could be the final action of the first half. They've played it short. Vinicius Junior. Szoboszlai. And here's the chance to counter. Mateus, face to face with the keeper. Shoots! And it's there! And they are tearing. And the first half is done. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Vietnam very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. And the second half gets underway. And it's Messi. Thuram. And it's Rodri. Edmilson.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Lahm. And this is Cruyff. Can he finish? That has ended up in no man's land. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now he's having a shot! It's in! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Edmilson. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, they can break here. He's being urged to shoot. He is through here. And he's there to clear it. Nicked it back promptly. Pull it. Oh, sweet feet. Pull it! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So, a breakthrough already. Vietnam leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Oh, what a mistake! And that's been intercepted.
That was well played.
Mbappe! Now that is commitment to the cause. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. First quarter of an hour gone. Thuram. And he goes cross-field. And it's Maldini. Nesta gets over and intercepts. And the counter is on. Lahm. Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Maldini. Thuram. Vinicius Junior, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to play him in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Can he latch on to this? Milan have reclaimed it. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Ronaldo with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength, the sort of desire we hope will spread.
Beckenbauer. For Lahm. Tries to pass it through. Cross goes in there. Well, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Vinicius Junior. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. A probing pass. Edmilson. Searching pass he's played there. Araujo makes the interception. Hops for safety. Thuram. Now he's off and running. Thuram is there to clear. And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Vietnam leading 1-0 at the break. And the second half gets underway.
Vietnam definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Nesta. Edmilson. Just eases him off the ball.
Cristiano Ronaldo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's found a way through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Szoboszlai. Rodri. Pele. Beckenbauer. Distributed tidily. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And again, they run up against stubborn defending. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Messi. Oh, look at the space here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pele.
Well played and well cleared.
And he's there to belt it away. So we've reached the hour mark. Out towards the flank. Beckenbauer. Oh, important interception.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Vietnam needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Rodri, the man that is tenacity personified. Vietnam have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub.
Big header! So close to drawing level.
That's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 22.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 10, il numero 23, il numero 5, il numero 21. Attenzione,
Spread
una
it left.
sostituzione.
He's shifting through the gears here. Chance to deliver. It's a mighty effort.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bellingham. That's been drilled forward.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Vietnam still ahead by the game's only goal. That's a cute ball. That is good alertness. Bale puts them all in.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero
All he
15.
needs to do is to place
Numero
this
16.
between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 11, Bale, il numero 3, Roberto Carlos.
Hoeneß plays it short. Fired deep towards the back post.
Vietnam really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And that has been cleared. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that is that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. He's chosen to go back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Philipp Lahm, Jim Beglin, one of the greatest fullbacks ever, perhaps.
Oh, without doubt, Peter. He's definitely in that category when it comes to legendary players. I don't think I've seen someone as adaptable, as dependable, both going forward and having to get back too. Plus, he's got that excellent leadership he's always displayed, and he's won everybody's respect.
Yeah, and once described by one of the world's greatest managers as the most intelligent player I ever coached. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's found some space. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, what a ball! And this is Dembele. And the finish! Now, who's going to... Oh, he's been caught napping. And across it goes. Pele! Goal! Milan! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Vietnam are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Thuram.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Pele. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Thinks about the shot. Decent chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that is masterful defending. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Nice physical challenge. They played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And that is a little undercooked. He's shifting through the gears here. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Szoboszlai. That's very neat. Rodri. Lovely feet. It's Gullit. And it's Rodri. And this is Gullit. Mateus! They've done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Well, when it's pieced together as a fit...
He's got full! Goal! Milan! Into the lead once more. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Szoboszlai is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can it...
He's having a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That is lovely. Mateus. Rodri. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Pelé. Vinicius Junior in acres of space out wide. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's a cute ball. Ronaldo receives it in a good position here. Ronaldo stood his ground strongly. Just eases him off the ball. Vieira threads one in. Seedorf. Cross to the back post. Deflected behind for a corner kick. This possibly the last play of the half. Searching pass he's played there. Thuram. Out of play for a throw. Araujo is there to clear. And the first 45 minutes are up. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 9. Seedorf.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Rodri. Mateus. And here's Messi. Here's Rodri. Rodri cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And it's Vieira. Lahm plays it in. Ronaldinho. Bellingham. And he's forced to go back. Araujo. Ronaldinho looks to get on the end of this. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Ronaldinho. Vieira. Looking for a runner. No luck with that dink over the top. And that was very necessary. And they're quick to get it back. Thuram. And now the breakaway. Maldini. Nice looking ball. Ronaldinho looking to run onto it. Hoeneß is onto this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cambio di giocatori.
Vietnam have their second corner now. Now it's Ronaldinho, crosses it in. Van Dijk is there and he can get that clear. That's a super give and go. Bale. Ronaldinho has it in a wide position. And this is Bale.
Vietnam really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Great chance! Lahm clears. It's not an especially good pass, that. Ronaldinho's delivery.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Vietnam do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Hoeneß. Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Thuram. Maldini. Vietnam are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Oh, this is a great position.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Araujo. And it's Bellingham. Here's Rodri. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And it's Bellingham. Thuram.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are reaching.
Chance for a shot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Vietnam perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Your reflections then, Jim.
Vietnam never quite got to grips with this game, Peter. They looked slow and cumbersome in trying to counter much sharper opposition. Shocking, really.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.